Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Snorlax, the thing that I've been saying that you definitely want for the Master League, and today I'm going to prove to you exactly why that is. So we're going to be pairing it up with, you already know, my Groudon. I'm going to have the Shadow Snorlax equipped as my best buddy. It is, as you can see here, a 10-15-15, and I do now have a 15-10-15. So, I had this Snorlax for over a year before I got the other one. So if you have that sort of a situation, no big deal, whatever. There are some circumstances where you may want to wait on a legendary to use and invest that XL candy. All right, but that's just my certain situation here. Anyways, we're going to see why you want to potentially find one of those good Shadow Snorlax, and or if you do have one right now, you may want to make that investment. Again, if you are not comfortable investing with the IV set that you currently do have as an XL, wait. You get to make the judgment off the Snorlax that I do have here. Now keep in mind, I do have it equipped as best buddy, so we'll be sitting at 3,700 right on the dot. So Groudon, Giratina, and Snorlax combination is amazing. Snorlax and Giratina back to back are just a phenomenal combination here. So bringing in the Giratina, we're going to go ahead and, well, I think we don't have any. Well, we got one more shield, okay. And taking them down, Giratina is going to be putting in the work. They all do. But Snorlax, I was extremely impressed. Like, thank goodness we're getting the showcase we wanted to. That's my Snorlax that I've been looking for. All right, so going for the Omniswin, taking out their Melmetal, and they have a Mewtwo in the back. So Giratina is going to be able to close this one out for us here with the Shadow Ball to the Mewtwo, and we're taking that win. Giratina, another fantastic investment that you really can't go wrong with. Good up against raids and in PvP. Next battle, we're met with the Giratina Origin form. This is fine. So what we're going to do here is just keep going with Earthquake and allow them to just keep hitting us with their charge moves here. Now, they will usually go for the Ominous Wind next, which will not KO. You will barely survive, depending upon the IVs of your Groudon. Our 100% will barely make it there. Oh, okay. Looks like we're going off schedule, of course. So later down the line, I do get a little bit more comfortable, I think. Or maybe this is just the plan here. This is just the better way to go, because now we bring in the Snorlax and we farm down. And that's a decent amount of farm, I suppose. It could have been better. But, hey, and bring in a Lugia. So this is an okay matchup. Yes, we have the super effective Lick, but Body Slam is just going to tickle that Lugia, especially with it being a normal form as well, not the Shadow. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina to start doing that super effective ghost damage. And the Snorlax does have a bunch of energy. Also, folks, if you can hit that like button, it is much appreciated. I really do appreciate it when you do that. And remember, I do have a join button if you do want special emotes when you do type, especially in the live chats too. And it does support me, and I do appreciate it. Anyways, going up against this Lugia here, we still have 2 shields. Really gonna put my hope in that Snorlax. Seeing that we're gonna be able to farm down here, and we still have 2 shields, they're not gonna let me farm down all the way. So we're gonna go for a bait here. Let's see if we can get a shield right off the bat. And we do. That's all we needed, folks. So all we have to do now is build up to 2 of these superpowers. Still holding on to 2 shields, folks. Are we gonna take the win with 2 shields, immediately going for the Body Slam because another superpower is unnecessary? And we're going to be able to lick down that Lugia, and we take the win with our Snorlax with 2 shields. Do you see that? That's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to get into this here. So, all right, best lead that you can have with the Groudon up against the Melmetal. They're going to be swapping into their Mewtwo, and I just systematically went into the Snorlax here. Giratina, yeah, probably would have been a better option, but we're going to go ahead and just and stick with this Snorlax. Going for the Body Slam, getting a shield here. All right. Now, let me tell you, since we had such a killer lead, essentially you can't lose that lead unless you try to with the Groudon up against Melmetal. So since it was just essentially a win, straight up, yeah, they know it too. So they're using 2 shields. They know they got to win the swap. So we're going to do that exact thing. Now, I'm just hoping we're going to get to the Body Slam first and not some sort of wacky situation where it lags and they can get to their Sight Strike. So we take them out, take the win with our Shadow Snorlax. Thank you very much, buddy. And they're bringing in Lugia. I immediately swap because we still have a good matchup up against the Melmetal with our Giratina, and their shields are down, so we might as well get to that Shadow Ball. So they're staying here, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and do this here. Now, Groudon can do a bunch of Fire Punches, but since we just got off the Shadow Ball, it's over. I mean, we're going to bring in Groudon here. They'll get off a superpower, but they just got off an Aero Blast. They're not going to be able to get to another one. We have plenty of health left. This Groudon is no pushover. It can take a hit. Easily one of my favorites now in the Master League, alongside the Snorlax, of course. Zacian I am a big fan of, I just don't have the candies for it. But yeah, we already all know it's great. So I don't know if it froze here, or they closed their app or what, but we take the win, Snorlax. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving, folks. On to the next battle. We're going to be seeing a Kyogre. One of the worst leads for the Groudon. We're swapping into Snorlax. Can't we turn this around with such a horrible lead? So they bring in Latios, which is very spicy, and I like it. Okay, and this is a good matchup for us here. They let the Body Slam go. Our Lick is super effective. Going for another Body Slam, and they let it go, which made me quite happy. And they're bringing in a Mewtwo. Sounds good to me here. So I'm contemplating, should I shield this up? We're going to go ahead and do that. See if we can get a shield in return. But as soon as I went for this Body Slam, I figured they're probably going to let it go, which is not particularly horrible, but I would have liked to get a shield there. So now we're down a shield up against them. And, you know, we're still fantastic. I mean, we still have a Groudon, we still have a Giratina. So we do bring in our Groudon here because I just wanted to build up a little bit of extra energy. Make sure we can take them out and then get to an Earthquake potentially here. Or, yeah, have energy build up against this Kyogre. I completely forgot. That's why we were trying to make the alignment here. So they go for Surf, and after they've revealed that, that doesn't mean we're out of the clear. So what they could do is go for Surf right off the bat, make me feel comfortable like I can just let everything go after this, and they hit me with a Blizzard. So I will be shielding up the next thing here if they're building up a ton of energy, just to play it safe. If they go, they can't go for a Surf and a Blizzard, it just requires too much. So they go for a Thunder, revealing their second charge move. So we go for the Shadow Ball, and we're going to take that win with the Giratina, closing it out. And we had such a horrible lead, and we still won. Thank you, Snorlax. Next battle, leading with the Snorlax. Now we're met with the Mewtwo, and this is a great lead. Let's see what we can do here. So the Snorlax will win this matchup, even with our attack. So just imagine if you had higher attack, you're going to be doing more, just all around better performance, okay? Just straight up. It's not like you got more attack, not good. No, it's just going to be better. You're going to be doing more damage. So you can kind of gauge it off of our 10 attack that we do have on our Shadow Snorlax. If you're thinking about powering up a regular one, you're still behind on attack, even if you have 15 and I have 10 on my Shadow, because Shadows just do more. So we take that win at the expense of a shield, of course, but we're going to get one right in return, I would assume, going up against this Dialga with the superpower. But unfortunately, they're going to be able to farm up a bit here, so they have a good amount of energy, so we have to look out for Draco, which is a threat. So we're going to have to maneuver around this or make the call, and we call the Iron Head, and we're hopefully not going to catch something else with this Earthquake, and we get their final shield. So we can make it to, or I don't know if we can make it to Earthquake. I think I get nervous because I know they're going to throw their energy, so I figured let's just do the Fire Punch and then farm down, and they swap into their Giratina themselves, so we get to the Shadow Ball. But here is the dilemma. We are going to have to take an Iron Head or Shadow Ball. If we take a Shadow Ball, we're basically KO'd. So we shield this up here, and I'm thinking they're going to get to a Draco or this Iron Head, and then the Dragon Breaths are going to be enough. Oh, it's a Draco. Yep, down we go. In goes Groudon, and can we get to the Fire Punch? And unfortunately not. They take the win. Good game. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent. Met with a Dialga, and that's just an amazing lead here. They're immediately swapping into a Melmetal, which is the best matchup for Groudon. Quite literally the best matchup in the Master League. So we go for Earthquake. I left this in just to show the dominance of Groudon there. So we straight up just take that win. Moving on to our next battle. We had just that Snorlax lead for one battle, huh? Next one, another Dialga. Let's see how this one goes. I would assume they're going to stay here, and we're going to go straight. Oh, no, this is the one where I got nervous that they might swap. I was kind of anticipating that the one time, of course. So now we're behind. Typically, you would go for that Earthquake. They would shield it up, or they would let it go. So we're going to see them let it go. Oh, they think they have the Kyogre in the back to counter us. So we're going to go for Earthquake. We're going to get a shield here. I think I do swap into my Snorlax. So we're going to let it go down. We retreat with barely any health. But you're going to see, folks, you're going to see that clutch saving Groudon's health come in handy later down the line. I couldn't even freaking believe it. I honestly, all right, well, let's just see what happens here, okay? So we're going to go down by the Kyogre. Groudon is pretty much out of here. We have almost a Fire Punch, and you need to keep that in mind. So Togekiss, remember what we've talked about, as well as experience on your end. I'm sure you already know about this, some of you. But when you throw a Pokemon in and it has such low health and you think you're going to hit your charge move, you're going to get taken out before you're actually able to hit it. But this case, we snuck it in. They got the charm, but we're able to actually freaking do it, and that's all we needed. And we farmed them down with Giratina. In comes the Kyogre, and we're able to get to the ominous win. And I quite literally said, I can't freaking believe I just won this. And then I said, they probably can't believe it either. You got to respect that one there. I mean, you can't even get mad. That was just clean. Next battle, we're met with a Giratina. So this is good. We're going to, I don't know what we're going to do. I say I'm going to go Earthquake 2 times, but I don't know. I don't think that's the case. So we're going to let this Shadow Ball go here. And then let's see if I do that. Because, I mean, what's the problem? I don't think we need to go for a Fire Punch. Yeah, Ominous Wind, we survive. We get to the Earthquake. Fantastic. So let's see what happens here. Get a shield from them. They let it go. Okay, no shield. We win that matchup. All right, sounds good. Bringing in Dialga. We're bringing our Snorlax. And this is a straight up good matchup to begin with. So we swap as they do bring in their Togekiss here. And, well, let's see what we can do. This is a good matchup. I mean, we've seen it up before 100 times. This is perfect. And they let that Shadow Ball go. Straight up, I'm like, okay, well, I should win this now, right? I should, if I get a shield here, I'm definitely going to win this. Okay, well, they let it go. I mean, it's still looking great, but here's the thing, not really, because I have 2 shields. By the time we get off 2 superpowers, we're going to be debuffed our attack by 2 stages, so we have to get a shield here. Let's see what happens. And beautiful, that's all we needed. So now we need to just build up to 2 superpowers. They're obviously going to shield up the first one. We take him out with the second one. Do you see the Snorlax domination here? Do you see what's happening even with that 10 attack and IVs? I mean, this thing is amazing. We take the win. Thank you, Snorlax. Let's keep it moving, folks. Next battle, what are we going to see? A Giratina, another one of these. Sounds good to me. Got that Snorlax in the middle, pulling out those ghosts, maybe. And we're going to play that same song and dance. We're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake 2 times while letting the Shadow Ball go, as well as the Ominous Wind. And we will survive. Oh, yes, we will. All right, so getting off the first one here. See if we get a shield from them. Beautiful. Okay, well, that's fine. Unless they have Dragon Pulse, there's nothing they can do up against the Snorlax. They go for Ominous Wind, and like we've seen before, we will survive barely if you do have that 100. Maybe you could survive if you have like a 98 too as well. All right, so they're landing it, letting it go, and Snorlax is going to farm them down. This is going to be a ton of farm. For the amount of damage they're going to be doing to me, as well as having 2 shields and them having only 1, this is an amazing situation to be in. Even if they come in with a fighter, like we said, Giratina and Snorlax side by side are amazing. So they're bringing in a Melmetal. We're going to get off a superpower and then retreat here into our Giratina. And do you want to see a catch? I know you do. Oh yeah, we're going to catch a superpower. We're just, pulling out the clutch stops left and right here. Let's get it. And they have a Togekiss in the back. Sorry, that's not going to save you. That charm is not going to save you from this dragon today. They let that Shadow Ball go, doing a ton of damage. Love it how they let these Shadow Balls go with the Togekiss, with the Giratina. It's just amazing. So we're going to go ahead and let that go. Bring in our Snorlax to farm them down. I was like going to throw Body Slam, but I was like, wait a minute, let's just farm them down. This is doing so much damage. And then we're just going to simply superpower it out. They let it go because they know it's over. And we win with 2 shields again with this team. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Garchomp, my worst enemy. So let's go with the Dragon Tail here. All right, so for this one, we're going to kind of play it the same as the Giratina. So we're expecting them to just, keep throwing those Sand Tombs, and we will survive those. They're eventually going to just Dragon Tail us down. So we get a shield right off the bat, but unfortunately, it's not like a Togekiss. I'll just throw it in and start charming them down. But at least we got the shield going for another Sand Tomb. Can we get to the Earthquake? Great. This is big. If we get 2 shields, I mean, I guess. All right, letting it go. Fantastic. So we'll bring in the Snorlax, farm down. There's not really much they can run from the Snorlax. Ghost, normal, and fighting, and they have a Melmetal. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that there's either Giratina in the back or another steel type like Melmetal or Excadrill. So we're shielding that up, going for a superpower here. Snorlax just putting in the work. I just love this thing here. All right, so we swap into our Giratina to farm down. Unfortunately, they get to another Meteor Mash. Our Giratina can take this no problem. Look at that, beautiful. And they have an Excadrill, what do you know? So this is a win, basically, here. We throw the Shadow Ball. Yeah, they had to shield that or the superpower. Only got 1 shield left. We'll easily let this go here. And that's going to wrap it up, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Snorlax for the win.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!